Welcome back, everybody. This is Cosmic Goosey, and in the last part, it's been way too long. I truly do not remember. I know I start off by saying that, and sometimes at least. And before we get started, I'm going to explain myself real quick. At the end of the last part, I had been planning on recording one more part after that. However, I did not remember to hit the record button. And so about halfway through the quest, I realized that, and so I missed a lot of stuff, and I hadn't saved after the last couple of quests. So basically what it ended up doing is screwing up the timeline with the Shadows and Diddle. So unfortunately this time I don't believe it has happened yet, and as we escape to the world map here, I'm not sure if it will happen. It shouldn't affect too much, I hope. But yeah, the Shadows haven't attacked Lumina yet, I do believe. But we're going to make a quick pit stop there before we definitely say for sure that we're not going to be doing this quest, because the next quest that we have to do I'm not fond of, and I feel like I might... I feel like I've been a little bit too negative about some of the quests of this game. You know, I don't... Obviously, this is one of my favorite games ever. Definitely top favorite. Well, not necessarily the top. But it's definitely top 5 favorite RPG ever made in the history of forever time, ever. And Capella doesn't care about Diddle. So, Diddle has walked off, but the Shadows haven't attacked Lumina yet. So, hopefully it'll happen after the quest we're about to do right now. But yeah, a lot of the quests in this game I enjoy a lot, and some of the quests in this game aren't very fun, and really there are only 2 left that I absolutely despise, and I'll explain why. I mean, maybe if someone else were to play them, they'd think it's awesome and the single most fun thing they've ever done in their entire life, but to me they're just not enjoyable. Whether it's because they have a certain mechanic I'm not too fond of, or whether they just don't really develop any interesting plot points. Like, for instance, the whole war between the pirates and the diggers. I don't really care, which is unfortunate because I have this weird obsession with pirates. Like, I'm also terrified of the ocean, as I may have already mentioned, but I'm still obsessed with pirates, and it's sort of weird. But I really don't give a shit about the pirates and the diggers, and it's kind of unfortunate for me to say that because this is my favorite game, but I still don't really like it. So we're here with Ram Tiger, the crazy German/Nordic/ that's what it sounds like, I'm being offensive, guy, and you want to go to the north twice and east once. So we will put that in right now. To the east. Ain't it great? Even the salty sea air smells good. What's that I see? Captain is calling you. Please, to the captain's cabin. Say that 5 times fast. That 5 times fast. Aha! I'm funny. I hear there's a treasure hidden in the Meatkeep Cavern. Since the diggers like those kind of places, we gotta hurry. We gotta get the map to the penguins, mate. Yeah, sure, I'll help them, blah, blah, blah. Show them who's a real man. Oh my goodness, I'm going to look forward to this quest as soon as it is over. The treasure map. Like I said though, there are really only 2 quests in this game that I despise. This one I despise the most, and I will explain why. And you will probably be seeing me making a bunch of just random cuts. That's because I've got my book, or my guide, on my lap right now, and I will need to pause the game in order to read which direction I'm going to go. And I will explain that as soon as we find the treasure map that we are looking for, because we be pirates, and pirates love treasure more than anything else in the entire world, with the exception being David, who loves his girlfriend, but his girlfriend doesn't love him, or at least doesn't believe he will be a capable father because she's going to raise an egg all by herself. And at this point I am completely rambling. Speaking of rambling, another thing I'm going to do is take a breath, and then I'm going to try to make a conscious effort to actually complete my thoughts. I know I've said that several times before, but it's I'm going to do it this time. Oh look, the diggers and the dub bears. You dropped the treasure map. Oh man, they dropped the treasure map. That means we have our ability to go and pick it up. But the dub bears are just gonna walk around and look like idiots. Don't be complaining, go now! Roger, the scary Neanderthal, scares them away. Except for those two who conk their heads and then run off. Salvation through labor. No, I'm not versed enough in history to make some sort of communism joke, but it's possible. I'm sure someone more educated than I am can make a reference to the fact that the diggers believe in salvation through labor, and so did the Nazis of 1871. Anyway, we are here back in Meatkeef Caverns, if that wasn't obvious by the fact that we are destroying everything with our two-handed axe of... I don't know if I mentioned this, but I actually did end up making a Aishi Platinum axe, and I will show it off right now. I also have some new armor, although to be honest with you, it's really not helping. So here we are at the treasure map, and this is where the quest gets aggravating. Dub. So we have found the map, but it doesn't matter too much because so have the dub bears. And they're too stupid to know what to do with it, and they're talking their stupid language. Which actually, I don't know if anybody's seen the show Zoom, but their language kind of reminds me of that. Did I already mention that? I feel like that's a conversation I already had. But, as you can see, the treasure map was ripped to shreds, and your new task, and I'm going to pause it real quick as I read, but your new task is to find all 8 treasure map pieces. So I'm going to read where I'm supposed to be going next, and then I'm going to quickly tell you. So you want to go to the upper left, lower right, and right. So this quest has become a hide and seek, or I don't know what, if it relates to any other game. But basically we're just running around trying to catch up with the dub bears that have stolen the treasure map pieces and reclaim them. Now what makes this quest so difficult and tense, and the main reason why I really don't like it, is because there's a time limit on this quest. Now I get stressed out really easily when it comes to time limits in video games, but what's even more annoying about this quest is that the time limit is invisible. Basically you have a certain amount of time to get the remaining treasure map pieces before Roger comes and rambles on in and takes all the pieces that you've collected away from you and causes you to fail the quest. So it's just really stressful, intense, and I don't really care about the war between the diggers and the pirates. So this quest is just one of those quests that you gotta get through, and I'm a completionist of sorts, so I want to show off all the quests. And if you fail this quest, or if Roger catches up to you, you fail the quest. And if you fail the quest, you are automatically locked out of doing a couple other quests. So you basically just run up to the dub bears and mash the X button, and then eventually they'll yield and give you a piece. There are only 8 pieces, there are 8 dub bears riding around, so I'm going to check where I'm supposed to be going next. So we want to head back to the upper left 3 times, and then the lower right. I believe... I don't know. I think as you progress, you find more and more dub bears contained in one area. Like for instance, we just saw the first dub bear was by himself, and then those 2 were together. So I think in the next one there will be 3, and then there will probably be 2 in the last one, because math is something that I'm good at. And 1 + 2 + 3 is 6, and there are only 8. So by the transitive property of x, you have something. But let's quickly head back and pray that Roger does not get us. I'm not entirely sure if pausing actually helps him, like, slow him down. However, I do know that I've never gotten caught by Roger, and now that I've said that, I'm going to quickly knock on my desk, and I'm probably still going to end up getting caught anyway. But we will see. Hopefully not. And I have not seen hide or hair of a pirate in this dump, so clearly they're not doing anything. But now we have dub bears, and they're running around like madmen, and I'm mashing the X as furiously as I can to get a piece of paper, or a peep of the pressure map. English is a language I'm good at, as well as history and math. Things you're learning about me is that I'm good at history, math, and English. So sixth piece, and let's pause for a brief second and figure out where we're supposed to be going next. Go to the lower right, lower right, and right twice. So the lower right and to the right twice, and hey look, a penguin. Let's see. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to, my palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom's spaghetti. But that's partially because it's a little warm in my room. I'm refusing to leave the door open for whatever reason, probably because I don't want to. And also, I was just practicing my instrument of choice, and I sound stupid and foolish, and I didn't want the rest of the world to know how terrible I am. For those of you curious, which is probably no one, but I like sharing bits about myself. We've already learned so much about me. I play the banjo, sort of. I started 3 years ago. I had to give it up because I was terrible at it. Shit. Come on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. That's one. We're down to one. Last one. Stop running. Stop it. He's gonna get me. He's gonna kill me. Damn it. Oh, man. That's the first time that has ever happened to me. Well, at least we're all seeing something new right now. So, we have failed that quest, it seems. Huh. Did I win? No. I still lost. Well, that's okay. What I'm going to end up doing, though, is just cutting to where I succeed at that quest. Because obviously I didn't. And I will see you when I'm not a worthless failure. So give me a couple seconds, or more like a couple minutes for you. It'll probably be a couple seconds, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we finally did it. You know, as I say, third time's the charm. But the map has been made, now the real man of the sea, and we actually get the same reward, but we get the close credit sequence title, the end thing, so that clearly indicates that we have done it. Unfortunately, Diddle, the Shadowless still don't seem to want to attack, so I'm going to figure out what that's all about, because the next two quests are both involving Diddle, and to be honest with you, that quest really did kind of sap all the fun I was having out of this almost immediately. I did that quest 3 times in a row, hated every minute of it. But we finished it this time, and we haven't been locked out of 2 other quests. So I'm going to talk to my cactus. I'm going to punch Roger in the face. That I really don't understand, because honestly, I could probably take Roger in a fight easily. But it's irrelevant at this point, because we did it the way that we were supposed to. Hooray! But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to end up being. Hopefully it'll be long enough. If not, I apologize. I promise to make the next ones longer. But I've been Cosmogustin, and if you like this part in all its negativity, please hit the like button. And if you really like it, want to see more about punching Roger in the face, I suggest you subscribe, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.